Hey guys, welcome back to Whiskey Blooded. My name's Dave. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Glad to have you guys on the channel. Happy day after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys drank a lot of whiskey and a lot of food and ate a lot of food and had a lot of fun yesterday. So I posted a quick video yesterday just wishing you guys a happy Thanksgiving. And I had mentioned today that I have a video that I'm going to be posting. This is said video. So we're actually going back to one of our old favorites. We're at that point in the channel where now I think we need to start reviewing like annual releases or things that are continually getting released in new batches. So that's what brought me to this video. So today for the channel, I'm going to be reviewing the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This one will be the batch B, which we'll go through here in a second. So this is the second batch of the Elijah Craig new bottle barrel proof releases. So really quick, let's introduce the channel and then we'll start talking about the bottle. So my name is Dave, this is Whiskey Blooded. Thanks for joining us, whether you're a first time viewer or you're a subscriber. Thank you for coming to the channel. Well, this is where we review whiskey and bourbon and spirits, and we have a format that we do them in. We normally just quickly talk about the bottle, and then we're going to pour it out and look at the color, nose it, taste it, give notes, and then a score out of 100. And we kind of take all things into consideration. I'm not the most educated or highest connoisseur of whiskey. I'm just pretty much an average guy who really likes whiskey, who started this channel and has grown through my whiskey journey here, sharing it with you guys. So I like to think of this as more of a slightly above average whiskey drinker's opinion of whiskey. So if you're looking for someone that knows every single detail about whiskey, this isn't the channel. If you're looking for a normal guy with a pretty normal life, normal income, and normal things going on in their life, and you're wondering if this is a bottle or something that you might buy, this is a great place to watch the channel and find that out first. So I hope you guys find this stuff useful. So let's jump into today's review. We're going to do the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So a little over a year ago, they stopped the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof in the old style bottles, and they went to these new style bottles. And then as they've done that, they've put these batch numbers on the bottles here. So this is, they have batch A and B, and they're just coming out with batch C, but only, as far as I've seen it, only in Kentucky. This is batch B. So you might be wondering, why did you skip over A? Because I only got one of A and I haven't opened it yet, but also this is the bottle that everyone really, really likes. And a lot of these websites and reviewers and big whiskey names are putting this in their top whiskey list. And I've never tried it. So I'm off today from work and I wanted to do this video and I want to drink a really good whiskey today. So we're going to try some barrel proof Elijah Craig. This is a $60 bottle in Michigan for state minimum. I paid $70, I think, for it, so I paid a little over, which sucked, but it's sort of hard to find. So this is a barrel proof whiskey. It is a let's see, this one clocks in. It's batch B 517. It is 124.2 proof. Which is 62.1% alcohol by volume. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is barrel proof, uncut straight from the barrel. It is 12 years old, so there is an age statement on these, which is much different than your normal Elijah Craig bottle right now. 12 years old, non-chilled filtered, distilled by the Elijah Craig Distillery Company, Bardstown, Kentucky. Yeah. So it looks identical to the regular bottle other than this barrel proof sticker at the bottom and the 12-year age statement on the side. So remember, Elijah Craig regular bottles used to be 12-year age statement. They took that away a couple years ago, and now we've got this. So the point of them taking away that 12-year age statement on the regular bottles was for them to be able to afford to put more into their barrel proof. And I actually do believe that's the case. It has become, in my eyes, easier to find. It's actually much easier to find in Michigan. So enough rambling about the bottle. Let's pour it out and let's enjoy a drink together here and review this thing. And I'm doing water with this one. You see a glass behind me. I'm doing water with this one today. So we're going to start without water and then move to water. And we won't have a ton of time to let it sit, but we'll do both. So this video, hopefully we can clock in somewhere under 10 minutes. Smells great. All right, the color. See if I can get it closer for you guys. There we go. I don't know if that's going to help at all. There's your color. So for me, the color on this one is, it's like a dark copper. It's got a little red hint to it, but it's like a dark amber, dark copper, a little hint of red to it. The nose, Elijah Craig noses, one of my favorite. This nose is like a big spiced cherry bomb to me. It's like a spiced hot candy cherry bomb. You can definitely smell the proof coming in on it. Got a little bit of leather, a little bit of oak, a little bit of like that minty kind of tobacco smell. So very characteristic Elijah Craig nose on this one. But a lot of dark, hotter, like cinnamon fruits, a little bit of baking spice. But mostly those dark, rich fruits is what's coming through on the nose to me. And it really stings on your nostrils. It is definitely a whopper of a proof. What did I say this one was? This is it's actually not that bad. It's a 62%, so it's a 124 proof, 124.2 proof. You can definitely smell that proof though. As for the taste, that is strong. A lot of burn on the first try here, but when you're just going into your first taste and it's your first glass of whiskey for the day, a lot of that's just for me, your taste buds kind of reacting to that high proof coming through. So we're actually going to go more off of this second taste. Okay, so the second taste really gave me more of an idea. Up front, a little more vanilla, kind of that buttery vanilla taste, a little bit of caramel, a little more than I thought. The middle is where all that spice set in. So it's a lot of like hot spice, hot cinnamon, hot cherry, a tobacco, like an underlying like tobacco leather taste. It's got this nice burn throughout the middle, all the way through the finish. The finish is, I would say, somewhat long. Not overly long, but somewhat long. It's a lot of burn on the finish. A lot of that dark fruit. A lot of like oak. Getting a lot of oak with this one at the end. So that's different for me. So yeah, I definitely like it. I'm gonna pour a little bit more here so we can mix some water in and then see what happens. With these barrel proof ones too, sometimes the longer the bottle sits open, the different things start to happen to it. And I've had this bottle open for only about a day now. So like I said, I just got this one. So I'm gonna actually add 2 teaspoons of water here. Or 2 spoonfuls, I should say, of water. And we'll just kind of move it around for a minute. So as I put that in there, the color, as expected, goes to more of a copper. Loses some of that that amber kind of color, that redness to it kind of goes away. I love these glasses too, by the way. I've kind of been trying different things, and I really do like these glasses for stuff like this. I've actually seen a couple of them that are like a mini version of this, so they're just small with tiny stems. And there's lots of different fun things out there for glasses, and I'd recommend trying different glasses just for fun. So there we go. So now we've kind of moved it around a little bit. Ooh, the nose has a good change to it. The nose opens up really well. Some of those fruits have kind of settled down a little bit, and now I get a lot more like a Werther's smell to it. Hopefully you guys have all tasted Werther's, so you know what I'm talking about. But a lot more like a Werther's smell, a little more vanilla to it. Yeah, definitely died down a little bit on those spicy fruit notes. As for the taste, Um, Interesting. Really kind of blanded out the start of it. Lost a lot of that fruit taste. Mainly just like a little bit of oak and a little bit of vanilla in the beginning. So that's really all there was in the beginning. The middle was fairly soft. The burn at the end is still there though. So it takes out some of the fun of the whiskey. It takes out some of the flavors that were there originally. And so I'm not saying it doesn't respond well to water. It's definitely more drinkable proof down. And so if you're bringing this to like a tasting event, I would probably recommend that you try it both ways. Or if you're bringing it to a friend that doesn't drink barrel proof normally, I would maybe recommend proofing it down, putting some water in it. But it definitely smooths it out, more drinkable. It kind of rounds it out, takes some of the sharp edges out of it, but it loses a lot of that fruit that made it interesting in the beginning. As far as this actually being, what everyone says is like one of the top whiskeys for this new barrel proof stuff, a lot of the older barrel proofs I actually like a lot more than this. Ones that I tried probably about 2 years ago. The ones that come to mind are like the 136 proof. I think beats this one for me personally. This one's just like a lot of that dark, hot, dried fruit. So it's good. It's Elijah Craig barrel proof good, so it's still fantastic, but not overall for me my favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof like a lot of people have been saying. So a lot of people have been saying that this might be their favorite batch. And for me, that is not such the case, but overall still a very good whiskey. So as for a score on this one, I'm going to give it, I figured now I'll start writing it this way, and we'll swing it back over so it doesn't give it away in the middle. So I'm going to give it, this one. Ta-da! I'm going to give it an 88 out of 100. I think it's a very good whiskey. I think it's out of that excellent range. Nothing wrong with the price, nothing wrong with the bottle, nothing wrong with the product, nothing wrong with the age statement. I mean, all these things are fantastic, which are what brings that score up. But for me, just knowing other Elijah Craig barrel proofs, and even some of just the regular Elijah Craig bottles and store picks and stuff like that that might not even be barrel proof, this isn't the creme de la creme of Elijah Craig barrel proofs or Elijah Craig products. This is a very good Elijah Craig product, but it is not, in fact, for me, their best one. So would I buy it again? Yes, I actually have one more bottle of this. And I would absolutely, Elijah Craig barrel proof is one of my favorite bottles, especially for the price. The price is fantastic. So yeah, absolutely I would buy another bottle of this, but I'd be a little more interested. I'm going to be interested to see what the batch C tastes like, and I haven't opened my batch A yet. So I'm going to be interested to see what batch A and batch C bring in comparison to this batch B. And then maybe I'll like it even more, or maybe I'll like one of those batches better. Another thing I wanted to bring up to you guys just is kind of like a holiday thing. And I bought these, and I'm not selling out here. I wasn't sponsored to do this, but we're talking about Elijah Craig. So I don't know if you guys have seen these lately, but I actually wanted to bring this up to the channel because a couple of you guys have asked, like, what should I get a lot of messages actually about what should I buy so-and-so? What should I buy for the holidays? What should I buy someone that likes whiskey or that's starting to like whiskey? And I just found out about these, and I think these are really cool. So this is Heaven Hill. So, your Elijah Craig parent company. This is Heaven Hill's tasting sampler pack. So for me, I think this was $55, and they have Bernheim, Larceny, Evan Williams, Elijah Craig, and Pikesville. So all of which are all fantastic whiskeys. I've reviewed them all individually on the channel, but they are how many are these? 100 milliliter packs. And I think one of the viewers actually asked me to do a Heaven Hill shootout, and I think I'm going to do that with one of these packs that I picked up, just to compare all of them in one shot. But that's what brought me to think of this, is that viewer and your guys' messages saying, hey, do a Heaven Hill, or do some more Heaven Hill thing. So this is a really good, I think, present to anyone that's getting into whiskey or bourbon. I mean, it does have a rye in there. It has a wheat. It has 2 wheats, a rye, a bourbon, and a bourbon. So it's got a good variety. The price point is okay. Now it's a little bit higher. Like if you bought all these bottles individually, it just measured per milliliter and everything. This is a little bit more, but it's got nice packaging, those glass tubes in it. And I do think it's a pretty cool product. So I think if you guys are looking for a great holiday present for a nice price point for someone that's knows that you want to buy them whiskey, or that says, hey, bring some whiskey to an event, I think this would be a really cool one. So so that's my little piece on this Heaven Hill tasting pack. They call it a tasting experience. Sorry, American whiskey tasting experience. So I think that's a cool present. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B, and post it in the comment section below. Any requests for specific reviews, please just leave it in the channel in the comment section below. Feel free to message me or hit me up on social media. I don't have any Buffalo Trace antique collection from this year. I actually stopped looking for it. It's quite annoying around here. So I'm not going to be doing any Buffalo Trace antique collection this year unless I happen to stumble upon a bottle out there, but I'm not actively looking for it. So other than that, thanks for joining me here at the channel. It's been fun. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving break if you have one. If you're off today or this weekend, have yourself a glass of whiskey, or some good food, or spend some good time with family or friends that you haven't seen for a while. Thanks again for joining me here today, guys. I'll see you next time.